My name is Y. Janardhan Reddy, Assistant Professor, Government First Year College, Ballari, Autonomous, Department of Political Science. Today I want to share my views on the policy making process, specifically disaster management policy. While teaching in the classroom day-to-day subject matter along with the day-to-day developments in and around the world, as a teacher need to update the information, ongoing events to the students, as well as he need to suggest, he need to analyze the various updations, various issues in the classroom in a critical manner. So, while coming across this concept of this policy making in India, as a part in the teaching of the political science MA, public administration, we introduced the public policy as a separate paper. So, while teaching every day in the public policy, what is the policy making in India? What are the instruments in the policy making? What are the challenges to the policy making? What are the agents of the policy making? Role of the bureaucracy, role of the political parties, role of the pressure groups, role of the education institutions. We are going to elaborately analyze the daily teaching in our syllabus and curriculum. So, while teaching in depth in each and every topic, we come across a lot of defective policies in the country. As a teacher, we want to dream from the classroom to bring some changes. All dreams not possible to visualize. As a teacher, it is our duty to dream and analyze in the concept. And as well as recently the UGC, NAC, and the government higher education department asking what is the contribution of the teacher in the policy making to the nation. How many of you have reached the policy making in the day-to-day aspects of the concerning to the public, concerning to the country, concerning to the society, as well as education institutions? What contribution we contributed for the policy making? So naturally this question arises in a day-to-day activity also. Everybody after watching the newspapers and television media, in and around friend circles, in a social group, they are discussing about the merits and demerits, pro and cons of the various decisions of the government, issue-based analysis. Everybody is expressing his own view. Somebody wanted to go analyze in a critical manner, somebody wanted to suppose, somebody wanted to. In a classroom perspective, as a teacher, specifically a political science teacher, we cannot stick on to any one side. It is an analytical subject where everything is going to be analyzed in a critical manner. So today I want to discuss the state policy, specifically the disaster management policy. In the context of this corona outbreak, large number of issues also came into the picture regarding the management of these disasters. So far, disasters are considered natural disaster, man-made disaster, sometimes unknown factors also contributing to disaster. Natural disasters like floods, like earthquakes, tsunamis, these are the natural disasters. Man-made disasters, war, because of the man man impact the degradation of the environment, which also impacting to again another setback, another disasters like too much of rain, floods, or sometimes famine, sometimes tsunamis, sometimes man-made developments, also causing for the trouble to the human life like wars, somewhere unrest. So in this context, we want to discuss the management of the these disasters. Natural disasters, man-made disasters, whatever the disaster. But this kind of disaster like corona, which is impacted entire parts of the globe. Nobody is dreamed about this kind of situation. But in some of the movies, in some of the press, we can confronting about this kind of threat, either the man-made or naturally any outbreak of this virus. So in this aspect, every country need to plan its own preparedness, its own policies in natural disaster preparedness. Regarding war, every country developing nuclear weapons, chemical weapons, weapons of the mass destruction. Every country wanted to safeguard their own national interest. So in this aspect, if the war comes, how they wanted to manage. Everybody's country has their own planning. They may not reveal to the public, but they plan for own if the war comes, how they want to face, how they want to provide rescue operations, rehabilitation, and again management of the war, again safety of the people. All these things they are going to be discussing in thoroughly they will plan. But regarding natural disaster also, they recently government also established national disaster management task forces teams in the country, and everywhere the special trained persons are deployed to meet this kind of disasters, to rescue the people, to support the in rescue operations, management of this disaster. The rescue teams, the National Disaster Institute and the task force established in the country in India is definitely helping in a day-to-day a large number of instances. So, in this aspect, we want to discuss what kind of machineries they planned it, policy level to from the capital to the village. What kind of policy they are having? At the capital, at the important places, they deployed the national disaster management teams with the equipment to face any rescue operations in earthquakes or in a flood situation, in a tsunami, or in a, even in sometime firings in the large number of areas. So the disaster management teams are working. But what extent the administrative setup, the preparedness for this, very few people, the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Secretaries, the Chief Ministers, the DCs alone cannot beat us every day. They are in the front line, okay. But to manage this big country regarding any disaster management, 1 to 130 crore population, any country for that matter, few administrative staff, few trained staff, their level of tasking is okay. But how far the task the task team is going to reach to every village. What machinery they are having to every village, every taluk level, village level, mandal level, district level, units. There is no such kind of disaster management task force at the taluk level. Only the task force means the district level, deputy commissioner or DC, and again some officers and their staff, and the fire departments, whatever the police department, they rescue. If they wanted to task, the special disaster management team may come if to face it. If suppose if any eventuality occurred in a district, in a large number of areas, the existing machinery in a village, for example, is very limited. Very limited administrative setup in the limited. Most of the government staff are not recruited. Very few posts are deployed at the village level. Village level, what machinery is having to identify any crisis, any disaster, any rescue operation, to see the entire village, to gather the information, to take the feedback, submit the report to the higher level. Our higher level wanted to implement any level task in the village. What machinery, what policies the government prepared. Very limited tasks so far they prepared. But from concerning today, household is very important. Each and every house need to be taken into the account about the information, data. So I want to find some gap. For the last couple of years, I am submitting my views to establishment of the National Voluntary Service at the national level, at the state level, district level, taluk level, a task team to face the disasters. Every 100 house, there should be a volunteer should be deployed to, if any this kind of disasters like a man-made or war times or natural disasters, or even regarding the government day-to-day activity, the government need some administrative feedback information. This volunteer for 100 hours, you should use them in a ordinary times to conduct the government data, to take the governmental activity to the door-to-door. And again, these village level volunteers, which is linked to the National Voluntary Service Scheme, they should be deployed for every 100 house, one volunteer. Your volunteer functions of the volunteers, the national level alternative state disaster policy should be established, should be planned. So the disaster management at the village level, every 100 villages, one volunteer should be there. He should be linked to the village secretariat, Gram Panchayat, and Patana Panchayat. Not only in natural disaster management, they should be deployed to conduct the survey, to give any feedback to the governmental programs within the 100 hours regarding any national interest activities the government wanted to take, medical activity, census activity, election enrollment, voter enrollment drive. You are going to be every 6 months you are disturbing the teachers, appointing the BLOs. Sometimes the BLO come and the next time another BLO. It is very difficult to go and access every house developments. If you are going to task to deploy a permanent voluntary service for 100 hours, the voluntary you pay a nominal remuneration for young people, number of youths are there in the country. For every 100 houses, the voluntary role, which we should be linked to the national disaster management, special state alternative policy task team, where the role is not only to take the activities of the disaster management, like floods, famines, or anything, distribution of public services, regarding any information 100 house a volunteer need within that area, he is going to access the 100 members easily. If anything data the government or the district level or taluk level, if anybody wants, it is very easy to take the accessibility. The administration is going to reach every doorstep with a minimal expenditure, with more speedily and very accurate information, which also you can also use their voluntary services during the time of census. Every 10 years we are going to conduct. Number of economic surveys you are going to conduct the governments. You can use that because they know they should be deployed for 100 years, 100 household. They should having the accessibility. You should provide one tab to them. You should create separate tabs. So within the panchayati, whatever the developmental programs the panchayati wanted to conduct, through them, any data collection through them, any voter verification program, enrollment voter program, or even like this kind of distribution of public distribution coupons, or Prime Minister initiatives regarding the Jan Dhan Yojana or some other distribution, or in Narega schemes, employment, even security aspect also be taken into consider. If any unlawful person came with the person, you should apply 4 to 10 volunteers for security volunteers in a particular locality. They give the feedback to the government. In the case of any problem for the nation, if the data collection, information sharing, distribution, using of essential services, all this can be possible. The government is not bothered about this. Whenever the problem arises, we are going to talk about the police persons. How many police are there? In the taluk office, how many persons are? What are the machinery available in the village level today? Village secretary, a PDO, a village accountant, some computer operating panchayati institutions, 4 or 5 persons. ANM and other Anganwadi workers are there, and also other health missionary staffs. But besides that, if you want to make this all the staff into be an umbrella city by including the National Services Task Force at the village level, the volunteers, the Gram Panchayati, PDO, village secretaries, the ANMs, Anganwadi teachers, the teachers, all should come in a one National Service Task Force at the village level. Along with this, any information can be easily taken, any services delivery can be easily accessible. The government need to think about the day-to-day number of activities the government, state and central governments are going to be taken into the administrative setup, like surveys, developmental programs, voter enrollments, again census, another economic surveys, other developmental activity surveys, distribution, public distribution system. But the security verification for the passports, if any uneventuality persons are came, easily you can access with 100 villages. You can permanently deploy one volunteer. Young students who completed graduation or available persons should work 4 or 5 years in the volunteer services. You can encourage them after 5 years of their service. You can give weightage for them to work in other governmental department. So by conducting special examination, you can deploy them in the regular government administrative tasks, in other recruitments. So from the village to the taluk level, district level, state level, national. I went for all the offices to suggest this alternative state policies. The country needs this like administrators. I request the government, Everything you are going to depend upon the capital, New Delhi. I suggested to establish one national village in Sevagram, outside the middle part of the country. You can establish this National Service Task Force. It should be included NSS youth, Scouts and Guides, paramilitary forces. One headquarters should be then deployed. Establish one national village there. That innovation is needed. I am asking for the last 670, not only 600, for the last 20 years I am submitting to by teaching lapses from the classroom about the policy lapses, state activity, administrative setup. What message from the capital we are every day we want to analyze? Still the capital message is same. Administrative setup is same. What general knowledge content you change from the capital. Then administrators, Britishers established, Mughals established. Because of the Mughals established Great Fort, because of the British established India Gate, Rashtrapati Bhavan, during their administrative time, it is today historical. History is not a copying for a couple of years. 70 years you cannot stay in one old house. We need, classroom needs new innovations. The teachers needs to teach something. The students need to learn a new content from the administrative setup. New messages need to come from the policy. What Machiavelli says. The ruler should have vision, should give some new message to the public from time to time. The Mughal rulers have such administrative status. So today we are having historical facts. British rulers also established. But what today? The capital is very important. In Mahabharata, one version mentioned about the rule and administration. Rule and administration includes the structure, the buildings, the messages. The government should not bother about the expenses. The glory, the pride of a nation going to be looked from the capital. The earlier version of the Mahabharata. Even Plato says, Aristotle says. Kautilya also mentioned statecraft. Statecraft is not going to follow the earlier administrative setup, institution, without changing the content of the classroom, without giving a new message. For years together, 70 years, 75 years, you are not looking. Because there is a limitation. Executive, their role is different. The presidential executive, the prime minister, whatever the suggestions they are taking to bring the policy, it's big process. The prime minister acceptance is needed. And again, they need to take the parliament approval. Again, the legislative concurrence. So, but every day we are going to teach all these things. There is a number of loopholes where we are bothered about why the state policy is not changed. The capital policy is not changed. The capital policy, if earlier rulers, if you are copying like this, say, there is no historical aspect today. The British have not constructed an India Gate. There is no historical today. We have everybody, if you want to bring children, India means India Gate. The conceptual memory appears. Okay, we cannot ignore the memories of the Red Fort. But what memories you create? That's why I suggested. Every suggestion not possible to take. One number of researcher, professor going to be suggested. My suggestion is also like one, but I went for this to bring changes, the establishment of the one village, national village in the middle part of the country, where the one academy of higher education, consisting of all Indian languages, culture, and cultural and educational center should be established there. The Prime Minister, the President need to come there, the Rashtriya Sevagram, on one particular day. All Indian Language Center Education Academy, There is education channel should be there. One event of the one army should take the respect of the farmers on the particular day by special online parade from the New Delhi report. You should bring innovations. Why Prime Ministers and President going blindly to the India Gate for 70, 80 years? If the then rulers not constructed like you, if they are going continuously, the history is how history is going to cover. History is not copying, sir. History is going to be constructed. History, if you are planned today, it's going to be history. That is also very important. If you are going to bring changes, by establishing an academy, Rashtriya National Rashtriya Seva Gram, these two institutions should be created. One is the disaster management regarding Rashtriya Seva Gram, all volunteers in the country, which should be linked from the capital to the ever metropolities to the village and ward level team, disaster management, deliver of the services, maintenance of, regarding the election procedures, enrollment, election task. Every time, every teacher you are deploying for 3-4 months to go. There is no permanence. Even the existing staff in the village level, they are not inadequate staff there. So within the limited financial burden, it is a possibility to establish alternative administrative tasks to meet this kind of eventualities, tasks, this kind of threats, this kind of disasters, effectively to the every house. To very best exemplary model, even before the establishment of village secretariat, I submit to the Y.S. Rajshekhar Reddy Garu about the establishment of village voluntary system. So I submit to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, Prime Minister, while Abdul Kalam Saris was the Prime Minister of the President of the country, and I went to the number of agencies also to highlight my information. So while submitting the education policy also, education policy need to address all these things. Education policy need to address, if the war comes, what extent, where is the hospitals? What is how to evacuate the people? Where to rescue the people? How the management of the hospitals? The education policy need to address about the health policy. The education policy needs to supplement about the environment policy. Where we are going to teach everywhere health policy also, environment policy, education policy, day-to-day classroom. You come across all these aspects in your day-to-day life, in the development of administration. In India, development administration, administration development. In India, so administration development administration. Both should go in hand in hand. So the government need to think about innovatively to establish the alternative tasks teams, national voluntary service, and also linking the from village to the capital, linking about even United Nations should establish one United Nations volunteer force in each and every village in future coming days because of the context of the globalization, global village emerging. UNICEF wants to think about the establishment of United Nations volunteer forces at a ground level to face this kind of any natural disasters, any kind of threats to the mankind and human. Everybody is today need to think about this and to plan for the alternative national administrative setups by making a policy level changes. The governments at the state level, the government at central level, the secretaries, cabinet secretaries, maybe I am a teacher, the number of other suggestions may come reaching number of daily number of suggestions innovation. Every dream of every teacher not possible, but it is our duty to teach every day on about suggestions to the policy, how we want to overcome these problems to students in a discussions, in a daily teaching in every topics, in development administration, India, administration development, policy making process. As a teacher, we are going to analyze all these things, merits and demerits, pro and cons, in this, specifically the political sense. So I request the Prime Minister to help from the political sense. I went to the Prime Minister office also to suggest a mail to the Prime Minister, Rashtrapati Bhavan, to bring this kind of changes while submitting education policy. Education policy is an umbrella policy where it need to answer the shortcomings of the environment policy, how the environment need to protect, why the war, why if there is a natural disaster, what management. We need to be addressed to tasking the students to try the forthcoming generation to develop a new thinking, no knowledge sharing society. It is the duty of the teacher to inculcate such kind of innovations also. That is also very important. So, health policy. Health policy, while teaching, we are going to come across, it is not possible the government maybe provide for doctors accessibility for 30 crores. How many doctors? How many hospitals? So, if this natural disasters comes, how to evacuate, rescue, rehabilitation, where is the task teams, where is the administrative setup? We are going to everything, we are traditionally bother about the disease, Tahsildars, and again Tahsildars bother about the municipal commissioner, bother about only to task the revenue collector, some other staff. They are not trained, they are not having any accessibility about the information within the locality, village level, who are going to give the feedback, information, accessibility. We are going to ask the village secretary, PDO, very few staff, even 4 or 5 village panchayats, one village secretary, one PDO is in charge. In this task time, how you are going to get a clear-cut accessibility to each and every person regarding the management, regarding the taking the feedback, report, delivery of services, information, whatnot. Very limited amount is the government going to think about this to task and study, appoint one study group consisting of experts to bring alternative policy changes in the national services activities by establishing a task force. You should plan for one national Rashtriya Sevagram at the national level. The Rashtriya Sevagram is an umbrella organization to serve the disasters, which is having the machinery from the top to the village level, which national disaster management team, military, district administration, everything, health all should be included. You should plan for health services also in coming days to increasing the doctors, increasing the hospitals, accessibility, immunity increasing. All these things can be possible if they establish one Rashtriya Sevagram Institute to task the entire nation, planning about the umbrella of these activities. They should, besides that, they can work for the election, they can conduct the election, census operation activities, any information to the government, even passport verification, even distribution, even the data collection. You can use all these services. Why you number of times disturbing the teachers? The Parliament number of times mentioned about don't disturb. Supreme Court also don't disturb the teachers. Okay, we are ready to work for a national service, but how? When a teacher wanted to work for a BLO for the entire 500, 600 houses, how is going to access the information? Permanently, you should task on volunteer, national service volunteer. He is going to coordinate all the other staff in the village, Anganwadis, and other staff, including the village secretariat. He is going to give the inputs to the government. So the government need to think about this and plan for to study this proposal. One tribe, another tribe to change the administrative message, the state activity. We are requesting to also think about the establishment of all languages academy. in establishing one academy in a very middle parts of the another part of the country, where all these languages from KG to PG one center, where their Prime Minister should come there to observe one national service day, to respect the farmers. One day you should come to the Rashtriya Sevagram to respect the farmer activity. We can conduct one celebration activity. It will give some change. What Aristotle says, what Kautilya says, what in Mahabharata they mention about the richness of the state, the pride of the state can be looking from the classroom, in the perspective of the capital, in the perspective from the national state level. Here, not only teachers, the student to learn by heart the question, content. In future days, they are going to become the builders of the nation. So you should bring something changes. Change is the law of the land. According to Kautilya, we would refer, Mahabharata refer, Aristotle, Machiavelli, everybody say rulers should not go constantly on one approach. You should bring some changes, including the continuing of the existing state activities. We are not having, we conduct one national school day program at the higher education academy. You can observe on a school academy, the national service day at Rashtriya Sevagram. The army chiefs and the prime minister should come there, including university chief, you should invite to show the exhibit about the events of the human activity, human service after death, what today. Everybody coming and going. So we want to plan for the spiritual and emotional integration of the human life. So requesting the authorities, the policy makers, the legislatures and the political leaders need to think about this. While teaching in a subject environment policy I want to prepare, the health policy I want to prepare notes for the students online, I want to come across a lot of drawbacks, setbacks, lacunas in these existing policies. Every dream not possible. Certain extent we want to plan to bring changes, to prepare alternative setups to this disaster, national services like census, elections, data collection, surveys, everything you can use this kind of task teams at the village level to the national level. Thank you for one and all. I am Vice Janardhan Reddy, Assistant Professor. I am working for this for the last 20 years. My dream is always to bring some changes while teaching in a classroom every subject, and political science specifically master subject, everything we want to give notes, merits and demerits, suggestions. So I want to suggest this kind of setup to the government of India, the concerned Karnataka government, as well as the UNICEF also to think about the establishment of the international level voluntary forces, one international level center at any part of the world. All worldwide languages schools should be established. All worldwide school day celebration, school campus should be established in any part of the country. In coming days, it will bring the global village concept, more visualization of this dream for the entire global citizens. The UNICEF also need to think about the establishment of the United Nations level, one global campus consisting of all countries, like academies, school academies, language academies. By celebrating one the International School Day flag, know that you want to create one voluntarism in the international level to face this kind of threats, disasters, as well as to promote the brotherhoodness among the nations. Thank you for